Hello, welcome back to another episode of Allstar Garage. This week we're continuing with this marvellous creation of British engineering. Joey, get it out. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, we're going to carry on with the Triumph because we just are, because that's what we're doing this week. This is part 2 of our Triumph build. Obviously, if you haven't seen so far, then you can go back and watch it. I'll put the link to that video in the description below. Basically, we got hold of it and discovered that it's not actually that bad. It does look a little bit Mad Max on the front. That's where we started pulling the nose out because it had all been stoved in for a TV show. We haven't found out what TV or film or whatever it was on, but apparently it was because that's what we were told, and it was full up with the plastic glass. Apart from that, we actually got it running, it started, it drove, it stopped, and the floors aren't that bad because there's puddles everywhere. So yeah, it's not actually that bad. However, I still haven't got a front wing for it because that was fiberglass, so we threw that straight in the bin, and I have managed to acquire some wheels. So that's a step in the right direction, I guess. But yeah, let's tuck into it. You ever took a dashboard out of a Triumph 2000 before? Nope, me neither. There's someone at the back there saying, yeah, I did once back in 1975, but probably lots of 9/16ths and 5/14ths and 13/27ths and weird sized sockets. So we'll break out the old money stuff and dig into it, I guess. Right, before we get going, one thing I do know for certain is it shouldn't do this. That is not supposed to happen, but we'll worry about that later. Right, we're just going to carry on pretty much where we left off on the last video. Floor-wise, it's not actually too bad. There's still loads of like pretend glass everywhere, but the tricky thing is it looks real, right? You think, oh no, I'm going to cut myself. But the majority is plastic, but the 2 back windows were smashed, so there is actual real glass in there as well. So we've got to be a little bit careful. Now this is disgusting and probably has about 37 diseases in the carpet. So that's got, what the hell is that? What does that do? It's got like a twisty, spinny, don't know. That's overdrive, right? Maybe. Oh, don't really know. Some household 3-core wiring cable. That's pretty good. It's all like flathead screws and weird size stuff. What does that one do? Bonnet catch maybe? Don't know. I suppose I just start undoing stuff and then hopefully things start happening. What does this one mean? That's different. Doesn't do anything. Light of some description. Choke. I am old enough to know what that is. Really bad switches. Okay, let's just get on with it and start pulling things apart, otherwise nothing's going to get done. Right, just for a laugh, let's see how much we can actually undo in this cart, just with a flathead screwdriver. Oh, we're off to a good start because that just spins and doesn't actually do anything. It's going to be like that, isn't it? All the way. That's a nut, that's a nut, okay. That's seized. We're not off to a good start. Oh, I found something that undoes. Nope, that just spins as well. What? Why does that need to be that long? That's unnecessary. What does that one do? It's got a bow tie on it. What's that, a propeller? I'm bored of this already. Oh, hammer. That's not good. Rounded off and rusty, that's good. Many things are going to get broken in a minute. Why are you doing that? I don't have a stumpy screwdriver for you. Well, they don't build them like they used to in my day. Yeah, for good reason, actually. Oh look, I found one more screw that actually undoes in the whole dashboard. How long till that starts spinning? Nice. Something that actually undoes. That's a good start. Don't mess with me or you're getting cross-threaded. Come on. I'll put that in a safe place. Goodbye. Get off. What is that? What is that? What does that do? Turns it into an aeroplane. Why did they not invent the self-tapper earlier? Because there is absolutely no reason to have all of these nuts and bolts, or should we call them screws and nuts, because I'm doing it with a flathead screwdriver. And not only that, it goes through something really small, so let's make it 37 miles long. Do we need to? I don't think so. I found the old man's comb. Oh yeah. I could use that, couldn't I? What do you reckon? Not bad. Put it up there on the sun visor and keep that for later. Oh. Keep that somewhere safe. There we go. Oh yeah, progress. Out, fingers. Oh yeah. Okay, that's good. Oh yeah. More 3-core household wiring. And a massive roll of blue tack. What is that for? Look at the sound system in the rig then. I'm just the easiest way to strip it so far is just to rip everything off. Yeah, solid. Okay. Oh, sad, Doctor Who. Some wood. That's good. Oh, more Dalek tubes. Go away, Dalek. Okay, maybe not. You can stay. Get out. Get out. Get out. Go away. Be gone. Go now. Okay. 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 To answer my earlier question, of how many tools do we need, after struggling at the start and realising that things don't actually come undone, the answer is none, because you just have to rip things off. And it's much better. And now we've got the bare metal dashboard, which we can get in there and snip off, which is much better for removing. Look at the floors though. Solidness, apart from that bit. That's bad. Oh yeah. Oh, that's good. Yep. Out you come. Goodbye. No, we're all right. No, Joey. No, Joey, we're actually all right. Bit late for all that, mate. Ow, why did I lean on that? That's hot. Nice household table. Everything is hot. Well, as you've just seen, taking a dashboard out of one of these things when you've never done one and everything's really rusty is only a small job, and it didn't actually take me that long. No, it was quite bad, and I cut myself twice as well. What's the elephant? No. Stallion? No, definitely not. Okay, what's next? Away with you. Go away. There's a drain thing. That's disgusting. Okay. That's the boot done. Ish. Okay, floors aren't too bad, as in actual floor poundage itself, but someone has repaired this car with a live pigeon, because this is not very good. Yeah, both sides actually. Oh, and here, this is pigeon repair. Rustage in the floor sill area, which isn't too bad, easy to fix. Outrigger is not good, must have failed MOT at some stage in its life. But again, more pigeon repairs. It's actually opening back up, and the chassis rail's just like not connected there, but the pigeon repair has not gone around the corner. So we've got a little bit to do underneath, but not too much. Split there. Nice. Apart from that though, the actual floor skins themselves aren't too bad. Axle's okay, boot floor's okay. Maybe more pigeonage in this area. I'm gonna hazard a guess that some old boy's owned it and repaired it himself. So it's not terrible, but it's not great. Also the bounciness earlier, I think we need a new set of shockage. Problem for another day. Do you want me just to rip it? It worked for the dashboard. It up. Do we worry about this now or do we worry about this later?
Well, really and true, you've got to do your water tank, haven't you? That's the job.
I've got to do engine mounts, I've got to do water tank, I've got to make a floor plate for it. That engine guard, I've got to make the brackets that go on the thing.
You've got plenty.
Do you still think it's, while that bit's torn off at the bottom, is it worth just cutting this off?
Personally, I wouldn't.
Let me get the old hot wand out. Hello, Joey. Nah. Haven't even started yet. Nah. No, we're all right, actually. No.
Well, it'd be handy if there was a fire.
No, because when I caught the car on fire the other week, it didn't embark. Can't see. Probably should have put the glasses on before I lit up the torch, shouldn't I? Oh my goodness, it's bad.
Sorry?
The whole wheel arch is on fire. Nice. Well, that's made the shed a bit smelly. Okay, so this is our damage control on the front, obviously where it's been stoved in, and then we've pulled it, but everything's ripped off, there's nothing connected anymore. That's why the whole nose cone is just like falling off of it. So I'm going to have to try and reattach. You can see up in there, it's all come apart and torn. There's nothing, that bit's torn off of there, that bit's torn off of there, that's torn off of there, and there's not actually anything holding that nose cone on. Both sides, it's done it here as well. That's all disconnected. So when we were pulling it on the lorry, we sort of stopped because the whole thing was moving as one and we were about to pull the whole nose off of it. So I'm going to have to try and reattach all of this to then fine tune it a little bit more. Great.
Right.
Can you just enlighten me on how your evening went last night? And tell the people, you know, everyone's up for an update. No one's had an update for a long time, have they?
Well, it wasn't evening, it was an afternoon thing, really.
Right. Was it romantic?
Do you know what? I think she likes me. It's Tina again. Let's go Tina.
She's back.
She's back on the scene.
And where did you two go yesterday? Was it in your van?
I took her in the van, yeah. She wanted to go and have a look at a new sofa, she wants.
So you went sofa shopping together?
We've been sofa shopping. You know, that's all like people when they go sort of buy their first house, isn't it? You know what I mean? Like,
so now you're looking at sofas together?
We're looking at
sofas. What are we doing next week? Looking at beds together?
Who knows, Pete?
Sounds like it's getting a bit serious to me, mate.
No, it ain't. It ain't getting serious, mate.
Do you know what I really want to get?
What do you want to get, mate?
A finger grinder.
A finger grinder?
Yeah, you know the one with the little belt, like a little belt sound. It's like that, and you get. Forgetting
they do electric ones
in little
that are
bits.
quite good.
Yeah, or you can get an air one. When I was a panel beater, I used to have an air one, but like if you wanted to put a weld in there or something,
you get right in there with it.
You can't get in there with a grinder.
They do tiny ones, don't they? Bigger ones.
Yeah. It's like a little skinny belt sander type thing.
I had one of them. I don't know whatever happened to it.
There's probably a terminology for it that's not finger grinder. Because that sounds a little bit weird now I'm saying it, but I've always known it as a finger grinder. Okay, maximum traction. We took the back plate off the diff and had a count up, and it turns out it's really nice. So I'm just gonna fill it up so we've got lockage. Jesus! What are you doing, you lunatic? Oh, you melted my earth cable. Okay, that's done. Cool.
Right, your rubber's up there now.
Yeah, the rubber's going underneath anyway.
No, they go top and bottom.
Yeah, the top one's already in there.
Yeah.
There goes one.
What's that?
Rubber hit me on the head.
What's that, top one?
Yeah. No, bottom one.
Right, so how are we doing this?
Yeah, alright, until I find it.
It's on the jacket of it.
Oh yeah, that's a catch. Go on then. Whoop. Lovely. Tight. Round.
Yeah.
Yeah, difference one way around?
Oh, what, as in it was upside down?
Yeah.
So you've had to turn it around again?
Yeah. Well, no, I just didn't take it out. I just took the plate off and spun it.
Oh. So you put the diff in upside down?
Yeah. Right size.
Was that your fault or Wayne's fault?
Your fault.
I didn't put the diff in.
No, you told me to turn the plate round, which confused me. But yeah, it was Wayne's fault because he put the
No,
plate
hang on a minute.
originally.
Let's have this right. It was being jacked up and I said that plate's upside down, but I didn't put the diff in. So whoever put the diff in upside down.
No, it was Wayne who put the plate on upside. I put the diff in the way it should have gone.
So the diff was the right way round.
No.
Who put the diff in the car?
Me! He
So-
weren't going to lift it, was he?
So you put the diff in upside
I
down?
did.
Right, okay. Glad we got to the bottom of that. It's quite nice to put a shaft on something that actually gives you enough space behind the flange, isn't it?
Wait till you got to get the spanners on.
Oh, not that bad, is it?
Well, you can get 3, but then there's a grease nipple on the other one.
What size is this malarkey?
I
I see what you're saying, because of spanneration.
Yeah. No, yeah, you put them on the wrong way around, but yeah.
Who's put them on the wrong way around?
The bolts go the other way.
That's the way they were through there, look.
Yeah, I only hung them in there, so I didn't lose the bolts.
Does it matter?
I wasn't going to put them back in the diff, was I? You can get the socket on there.
You're very
On the
negative, Squirrel.
socket on the sidewinder,
Is it 13?
14.
Oh, that's helpful. Yeah, kind of. Crunchy. Oh, it's getting better. Oh, needs a bit of oil in there. It's where I've welded it down that end and all the slag's falling down in there.
Yeah.
All
Where's
the
the hammer?
splatter. It's probably about 1.5 litres in the bottom of that can. Then it's getting topped up with hydraulic oil.
I don't reckon it needs that much more than a litre and a half.
Shouldn't have much.
I can hear it.
Well, coming out. That was just about enough then. Fingers. Missed it. ain't far off, is it? Well, if you're really keen, we can heat it up and lay something in there to hit it from the other way.
How bad is it? A little bit more here, isn't it?
How you getting on, Wayne?
It sounds like he's doing alright because he's breathing in my ear.
He breathes heavier when he's concentrating more. Excited?
He does it to me. I do that when I'm concentrating. I go,
Yeah, you blow air out in there. Right, progress update.
ow.
Engine's welded in. Squirrel's just hurt his hand. The front is kind of stitched on-ish, but I've got to pull it out a little bit more and then weld it on a little bit more. Wayne's fettling carburetors. The battery tray and everything that was in here is now cut out to take the water tank, which we've been loaned from someone else. It's not the best. It's not the best. It's not the best. It's not the best. It's not the best.
Have that. Well, no, I've been trying to do that for ages. I've had him breathing down my ear, getting in my way, and now I've got to stop because you're chatting.
Just like yesterday when we were doing a diff, Squirrel's very hormonal. And that's about it, really. Oh.
What?
And I'm eating a really underdone pot noodle.
Tell you what, though, Squirrel, it was nice of you to bring us something back, wasn't it, mate?
Yeah, I did. I bought you some 3-in-1 oil.
Yeah, for your car.
That's all you asked for. Oh, and what Squirrel's actually doing is I cut out some plates to bolt to the side of the engine. He's drilled the holes just to come off to mount the engine guard, which you've just seen us straighten because it was very bent, which we've also been loaned. So we just straighten it out to then put the plates on the engine to then make the bit that comes out that picks it up to bolt to that is what we're doing.
The holes weren't in the right place and I've had to shape the plate to go around the tools.
And as you can tell, Squirrel's never happy.
I'm alright. I'm quite happy.
What are we going to do? Try to put that front plate up in there?
Yeah, but I've also lost my water pump belt. Because I did have a safe plate for water pump belts and I had about 8 and they were hanging up there by the steering wheels. And now they're gone.
Well, just let's get this fitted first, eh?
You like soup? Do you want to drink that?
No, I couldn't think of anything worse. Soup. I like soup. Yeah, that's not soup.
Tastes like soup.
Just don't want to break that thermostat out on the top.
That's definitely not going to soup.
You're there, mate.
Well, she's still pretty bent. So you put it straight back on and not done what you do with a Pinto and spin around the other way?
No, because I put it on the way it come off, mate. Because I don't think they turn round.
I'll turn you around in a minute.
It's a bit harsh, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a bit, wasn't it?
Just because I'm that much older than you.
And you're probably quite heavier than me as well. I don't know if I would be able to turn you
You
around.
think you can bully me.
Well, I wouldn't
But let
go
me
that
tell you,
far.
my old sunshine,
Yeah, go on.
I won't be bullied.
I don't like bullies. It was more of a motivational speech. Guess what, Wayne?
Do you want to put some cedar under that?
Yeah,
or
I'm
you
just,
gonna
I'm
put
just,
it in
no,
raw?
no, I'm just double checking first, and then I will. Issue is the outlet on that tank, the front water rail is here.
Exactly.
but I'd rather run a long hose than come out that angle. And it must be like that because now it's protected by that front bit because it overhangs over there, look. Doesn't it? It's got to be right. Right, okay, it's Friday morning. Little update on the proceedings on the Triumph. We're putting the engine guard on, which we're allowed in the rules because it silhouettes the front of the engine. That's fine. This is one that we borrowed from Clark Wells, but it had been damaged. I think one of the lads had used it, hit someone head on, and punched this bit back into the timing cover. So we've heated this up, straightened it. It was still bent. Put it under the leg of the lorry. Had to put a cut in it. Straightened it out. Now got it so it's not touching the timing cover. But we had to make these plates to pick up the 4 lugs in the engine, both sides, and now we're just going to brace off of it. But the idea is that we've got, ow, that's hot, welded a 24mm nut in the end of there. That'll run down there, ow, put a bolt through so that it can still all come off because we still haven't got a water pump belt on it yet, so it has got to come off anyway. But we're just cutting and doing the bits and bobs and found many offcuts in the box that are going to be stitched on to make it work. So that's what me and Wayne are doing at the minute. Same on the other side. Again, pretty straightforward. New lighter here acting as a spacer so that we've still got space to put a Jubilee clip on the water pump. But the idea is the same down there. We've put the plate on there, drilled the holes, did that yesterday. Welded a bit of box through. There is a bolt hole here already to pick up this one. Which is also very hot, but I've just discovered that that's M12 and I'm using M16 bolts. I'm just going to take it back off and drill that one out, and then I think this one over here where it bent is too low, so I'll redo a new hole up here to go back to the plate. That's where we are at the minute.
You've got a little space to put in there, Pete, so it's out of our way then.
What, in there? We've got to think about hose and Jubilee. I think we'll probably...
No, Jubilee will come round here, won't it? So you want to be about there.
You don't want to be on it, do you?
Well, no, but
Right about there, because then that's touching there, which is where it should be, isn't
Right,
it?
have you got a spacer for that then?
Well, let me find something. Okay, a little bit of a sidewinder 6000 through there. Get that to sit down there. Spacer that off of there. Hold that on there. What if I do it on the twist? I don't really want to do it on the twist, do we? Kind of do need a grip, really. Is that going to fit down in there? Probably not. Or maybe. Nope. Shall I just cut that off there and use that for small projects in the future? Okay. New vise, small projects only. Spin it out of there. Nice. Weld that on there. Okay, yeah, spacer, bit extra. Nice. Now that's going to be really hot. Okay. Oh yeah. Much better. I'd like the perfect size offcut on the bench.
That's it.
And then I cut that down so that we've got a small projects clamp now, only for small projects.
Yeah, well, we do get a few.
It's actually, considering I cut it blind,
You've done very well.
that's actually made for a Triumph Mark 1 in a wing.
Yeah, you've done well there, Pete.
Thanks, mate. And now we've got space there for a hose.
Yeah.
That's touching the head. That's on the bolt over there, and it's level. So that's just got to be tacked on, really, isn't it?
Right, we'll tack it on. Don't you talk about it.
Okay, mate. Project manager.
Well, no, you've got a busy time ahead of you, mate. You're moving house.
I need to get a new welding helmet because I can't actually see. But yeah, I am moving house. Just had the phone call. Completion has been done. We have just bought our first home. So that's good. So that's done, that's in there loose-ish as a guide. That's that where it needs to be, so we just got to do this side now, right?
That's it, Nick.
Perfect. Cheers, Nick. Right, off-cut central.
Here, mate.
This is literally what was in the box, and we do like an off-cut. So theoretically, I have still got to put a hole through the front of this or two. That edge go on the back because it's got the cut in it. Yeah. That's going to have that bit in there, Gary, like that. It's got an angle on it, but it's for absolutely no reason. It's just what was in the box. So that'll go on there like that. But I could weld them together first, couldn't I? Well, now they're going to move, aren't they?
Doesn't matter because you've got a bit of movement either way on that plate.
Okay.
So somewhere there.
Oh, hang on. Small project. That weren't a bad one, actually, for a blind man. Send one down the back straight as well, shall we?
Take this off, Gary.
Don't need that now, do we? Small project is complete. Right, that's detached.
Right.
So now if I draw around that, then we know where to put a hole in it, yeah? That back in there for a minute. It's way too long, but lines it up. Very bad bolt. Put in the spares department. Right, there we go. Engine guard is on. It's still got to come off, like I said, because we've got no water pump belt on it, which is fine. I've got to measure it up and get one. I did have a load, but I think I've given them away to someone or lent them or something and I can't find them. I've got to weld this. I'm going to put something in there because that's obviously not very strong. And in the off-cut selection, I did find that, which I'm probably just going to stitch in there just as an added bit of like reinforcement where it bent before. And I might cut a few more bits of box to try and put something else in here because it was this edge that bent when mate erased it, and this bit's gone back and done the timing cover. You can see how much I've had to cut it to bend it straight. So it bent it in there and pushed that strong bit back. So I feel we might need something extra, maybe down there somewhere. Don't know. I'll have a play with it, see how we get on. Right, where we're up to so far, engine guard is all done, finished, bolted on, welded on, done. This is the water tank that we were lent, which is not the best by any means, but time's not really with us because we've got other stuff to do. And it holds like a drum and a half of water, so it's good enough, even though it's slanty, I guess, but it does the job. I changed the outlet just to run a longer hose around it, and picked up some new plugs which Squirrel's just put in. Wayne's doing Wayne stuff with the carbs to try and balance them and get them running. It revs up nice with choke, but without choke it doesn't, and obviously we don't run on with a choke on, so that needs addressing. But other than that, we're kind of getting there now, engine bay wise. Right, that is it for this week, and for part 2 of the Triumph build. We've done some more stuff, I guess, and there's still loads more to do. So we'll carry on next week doing a bit more for part 3, and then at some point I'm gonna have to crack on and sort Jag out for the World Qualifier at the end of the month, but I'll try and do a bit more on this next week so that we can knock part 3 out and just crack on with it, get it done. We've also got to do another car for the weekender. We've got a World Qualifier in between, and then we've got Northampton BWS next month. So we've got quite a lot coming up, hence why we're trying to crack on with this, get it done and out of the way, because it's like the easiest one out of the lot, even though we've still got loads to do. As always, I hope you've enjoyed it. We've now got the channel membership. If you want to become a member and extra perks and stuff, videos come out early, a few more live streams and updates from the shed, you can do that. And we've also got Allstar Garage merch.co.uk where you can get the hoodies, cups, t-shirts, jackets, stickers, all sorts of stuff with Allstar Garage on it. Everything we make from both of those things goes straight back in the pot to help bring you the channel. Anyway, I've got to go, so I'll see you next week.